Hey guys, it's Melissa here from melissaoatman.com. Welcome to another episode of Awaken Your Inner Awesomeness. I am so delighted you're here with me today. Today I want to talk to you about what's kind of going on energetically right now. You may be feeling pushed and pulled in different directions, and there is a reason for that. You may feel like some days things are going really, really well, and then other days it might feel like you're moving backwards and maybe you don't feel like things are moving so well in your life. The reason for this is because we are shifting from one timeline to another, which means that there are some people and some things that we cannot take with us into this new timeline. Now, does that mean we have to get rid of everyone in our life and get rid of all of our stuff? No, that's not what it means. What it means, though, is that it's time for us to really think about what we want to let go of in order to make room energetically for the new things that are coming in. We're being offered new opportunities in our lives. For some of you, it's new jobs. For some of you, it's new relationships. And for some of you, it's just a new way of being. If you were really negative before, you might be realizing that you need to shift your mindset and you might be trying to form better habits in your daily life. Those things may not seem like a lot. It may feel like, so what? I'm deciding to be a little bit healthier. I've decided to go to bed earlier. I've decided to spend less time online. That is a big deal. It's a huge thing because those little things add up to big shifts in your life. And one of the things they really add up to is allowing the universe to guide us to better things. This sudden urge for you to eat healthier or to exercise more or to go to sleep earlier, all of those things, that doesn't just happen to you. It didn't just happen. The universe is trying to guide us towards better things. And what's better for us is to understand what we're doing in our own lives that keeps us stuck. And that's going to be different for every single person. For one person, it might be the bad habit of procrastinating. For someone else, it might be holding on to fear and not trying new things because you don't know what's going to happen. For someone else, it may be something completely different. Everyone has their own inner wounding that's kind of coming forward to be worked through in various ways. And it doesn't necessarily feel like old wounding and patterns coming up. It may just feel like something that happens in your life and you have an aha moment and you're like, oh yeah, I need to work on that. That's absolutely normal. It's what's coming up for everybody right now. And so the best advice that I can give you is to go with the flow, is to trust that whatever is happening to you is meant to happen. It's not actually happening to you. It's happening for you. And it's meant to happen. So trust the process. Try not to be controlling. There was a person that I follow on Facebook who had a post that said, hey, something happened with my job and I just feel so triggered. Help me to get out of my ego. What's going on? And so everyone who answered, they're all spiritually like-minded people. And so everyone was saying, you need to understand what's the trigger about. It's probably not really about the thing that you think it's about. It's about some underlying issue, some underlying wounding that you have yet to face or have yet to heal. And remember that everything comes in layers sometimes. So when we get triggered, it's often not about the thing we really think it's about. So it's really time and an opportunity for us to say, what is this really about? To get curious about it and to look deeper. It's okay to own your feelings and to say, yes, I feel a certain way. That's absolutely human and normal. It's not okay to act on it always, but it's okay to feel it. If you act out towards other people, remember, if we haven't healed those woundings, we bleed all over people who didn't cut us. It's not okay to act out on it towards others, but it is okay to express it to yourself, to understand that you have these emotions and they were put there for a reason. One of the ways that you can work through it is to write it out. What am I feeling? Why might I be feeling this way? When was the last time I felt this way? And then we can get to the real triggers, because those are the things the universe is wanting us to leave behind. what's coming up for us. We are going to have a lot of blessings and abundance and all of these things coming in, but we're blocking it when we keep holding on to the old patterns of behavior. You can't get to where you want to go doing the same things you've always done. So we've got to change what we're doing, change things up. So it's a time right now, the universe is asking you to really examine what you need to let go of, what you need to leave behind, and where you can shift so that you can go from living a life that just feels to living a life that you truly enjoy and love, and doing more of the things that you love. And that means intentionally setting time for yourself to do things that make you happy. And I know that many of you out there listening are not doing that. It is really important that you take time to yourself, whether you take a whole day and say, I'm not going to go out and see anybody. I'm just going to spend time alone and do the things that I really enjoy. I did that the other day. I didn't go out with anybody. I just spent the day working in my yard, and I pre-planted all of these things and went and bought a lilac bush, got my yard looking the way I wanted to, mowed the grass, and it was amazing. And that night I just crashed because I was so tired, but it was a good feeling. It was a feeling of accomplishment. And that's another point that I want to make. The universe is also saying that it's time for action. Now is not the time to sit around and do nothing and just wait. It's time to start doing things. What is that for you? It's going to look different for everybody, but you know that there are things in your life you should be doing and you should be taking action on instead of sitting back and complaining or just woe is me, that attitude, right? The victim mindset, that's got to stop. You need to take action towards what it is you want. And if you want a life where you travel and do more things, then it means that you take that step, maybe looking at vacations, looking at itineraries, finding someone to go with you, or if you go by yourself. I mean, a lot of people like to travel by themselves. Whatever feels more comfortable to you, that's what you need to do. If it's working on that next project, start it. This is the time to take action. It's not a time to sit around and do nothing. So that is the message that has been coming out lately from the universe. And I thought I would pull some cards from the Everyday Miracles deck. And this deck is by Robert and Holly Holden to give you some even further messages to go along with this. The first card that came out is I Place the Future in the Hands of God. This talks about having more faith and trust that the universe has your back and is always working behind the scenes on your behalf to bring you what's for your highest good. A healed mind does not plan. It carries out the plans that it receives through listening to wisdom that is not its own. So guess what? That calls for healing things by listening to what the universe is trying to show you. What is the universe telling you still needs to be healed? And we see that in those triggers that come out. What needs to be healed? Time to work on those. The next card that came out is All Things Are Lessons God Would Have Me Learn. It takes great learning to understand that all things, events, encounters, and circumstances are helpful. Those triggers that come out, and we think, oh my gosh, why is this happening again? Again, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. The reason those things happen, the reason that comes out is because there is something the universe is trying to show you. Either they're trying to point you to the right path or the right people, or they're trying to point you away from what isn't serving you. And I heard someone talking the other day, and I think it was Dolores Cannon, actually. It was a recorded message from her because she's no longer alive in this world, but she was talking about how when we work on our vibration and we raise our vibration, there are going to be people who are not aligned with our frequency, and we will vibrate away from those people. Those people will fall away because we no longer resonate with them. And I know a lot of people get sad about that. They think, oh, well, losing people in my life is a horrible thing. And on one level it is, but I don't believe that the universe ever takes away something without giving back. So I think that what's going to happen is when you shift away, you're going to be shifting towards better people, better situations. It's hard for us to see that with our human ego because we fear everything. But remember that ego means edging God out. It means we're not trusting when we go back to our ego. So when things aren't for us, the universe kind of makes that known. We have to trust and believe that. If we keep trying to kick down doors that are not meant for us, they're going to fly back and hit us in the face. Those doors are not meant for you for a reason. It's time to trust the universe that what they bring to you is for you. And that brings me to the next card, which is perfect. I thank my Father for his gifts to me. The universe is always, always, always bringing you gifts and providing for you. We often don't notice it, but the universe does that in many different ways, whether you're having a rough day and you go through the drive-thru and someone in front of you pays for your coffee, or unexpectedly someone gives you a card or buys you flowers or does something to brighten your day. That's always the universe bringing us little gifts through other people. And we have to learn to start recognizing that and being thankful for that. Each day, 1,000 treasures come to me with every passing moment. I am blessed with gifts throughout the day and value far beyond all things which I can conceive. It's time to start noticing those gifts that the universe brings you every single day. The next thing is forgiveness offers everything I want. For some of us, there's still forgiveness work that needs to be done. There are moments in my life when I think that I've forgiven someone, and something will pop up, a memory, something mentioned, and I get angry all over again at what this person did. And for me, forgiveness work has been done, but there's so many deeply rooted things that I have had to experience that have caused anger, resentment, pain, all of those things, hurt. And I have to uncover each layer and do the forgiveness work. It's nonstop. And I'm not doing it for the other people. One of the people I need to do that work for doesn't even exist in this plane anymore. But I have to still do the forgiveness work because it's for me, not that person. Each lily of forgiveness offers all the world the silent miracles of love. When you forgive, you are gifting yourself with inner peace and with the ability to let go of those heavy emotions that have kept you bound to the person, to the thing. You don't realize that when you don't forgive, you are keeping yourself stuck to the energy of that thing that happened to you. Wouldn't it be better to let it go so you don't have to keep reliving it? Of course it would. The forgiveness is for you, not the other person. If you're having trouble, do a tapping for forgiveness. Do a guided meditation. Sometimes we have to break through that conscious mind and get to the subconscious to where it's buried so deeply in order to uncover it. Next, we have truth will correct all errors in my mind. When a situation has been dedicated wholly to truth, peace is inevitable. I think that this card has many meanings, but right now what's coming out to me especially strong is your own truth. What is your truth? Are you being authentic and honest with yourself? Or are you continuing to live the life and be the person that you think other people want you to live or who they want you to be? Who are you being? Are you being honest with yourself? Be true to you because you are the only person that matters. If you are not living your authentic truth, you're going to be miserable. So really it's time to ask yourself, what do I want? What is my truth? Who am I really? And start creating a life around what you want and who you want to be. The last card that came, not the last card, but the next card that came out is let me be still and listen to the truth. Sit quietly and close your eyes. The light within you is sufficient. It alone has power to give you the gift of the sight. Exclude the outer world and let your thoughts fly to the peace within. They know the way. A card very similar to this, or actually a message very similar to it, came out when I did my card reading the other day. The card reading the other day, the message I got was, please don't stop believing in yourself. Your divine light shines brightly within you. See that light. Let it guide you. You are very clear, and if you listen to that soft inner voice, it will guide you. The universe is divinely guiding you, but it is really important that you take the time to be still and listen to that truth. Connect to that divine light that is deep within you. I love that. And I can't make this stuff up. I mean, it comes out multiple times for a reason. And I know that Ginger will sometimes say, I keep getting the same messages. And she knows I always like to pick on her. But the reason we get the same messages over and over is because there's something we're not yet doing. If we were listening and doing the work, those messages would not keep coming out. But when we don't pay attention, so we get a message and we're like, yeah, and then we don't do anything. It's like our guides are screaming at us, hey, pay attention, we've just told you what to do. And we're all guilty of that. Believe me, I'm definitely guilty of it at times. We need to sit in stillness and connect to that still inner voice and listen to the guidance that comes, because it's not going to steer you wrong. Your last and final card that came out is, I feel the love of God within me now. Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it. It's time to put down those walls and the barriers, because the universe is sending our tribe. We are receiving new people in our lives who are supposed to help us and make this easier and be on the same frequency that we are. And when we're closed off, we close ourselves off to the abundance, to the gifts, to the people, to the opportunities, to everything that the universe wants to bring us. So your message for today is, it is really time for you to decide what you want and to start taking actionable steps to making your life what you want. You don't have to do the whole thing today. It's baby steps. If you want a backyard oasis, what can you start doing to make that happen? I'm going to plant one plant today. Make it small, make it little. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. And sometimes the fun and the joy is in the planning. This is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to get there. What is that for you? What does that look like for you? Take some time to sit in stillness and think about what that is for you. What do you want your life to look like? What do you need to stop doing? What do you need to start doing in order to make that happen? All right, guys. Well, I hope that was helpful for you and that it resonated. As always, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I'm thankful for your patience with the schedule for the live card readings. The last couple of weeks have been insane and very, very busy for me. And so I appreciate you guys being patient. And I hope that you have a beautiful week from wherever you're listening. Just remember to always check Patreon. I always put a message there when we will have our next live card reading. I hope to see you all this week. And I am sending you so much love and light. I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.